Today is the day before Memorial Day. That means tomorrow morning we're going to wake up, join our friends at the gym, and do what's called the Murph workout. The Murph workout is a workout that's done in honor of Lieutenant Michael Murphy. I'll put a link above so that you can hear all about that, and I won't butcher the story trying to remember all the details. But it's also on Memorial Day because we're honoring all of those that have fallen in service of our country. The Murph workout consists of a 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and another 1 mile run.
It's been a couple years since we've done the Murph. I think about 3 years. We got married one of the years. He had shoulder surgery the other time. So this is the first time in a couple of years. I was trying to get ready for the Murph by working up to training with squats, which is, for me as an amputee, the hardest thing. And then I injured my knee, so I've had to scale back. So I'm gonna be doing a half Murph, and I'm actually gonna be doing TRX rows instead of the pull-ups. So this is something that you can totally adapt to whatever your need is and whatever you feel like. If you wanna be whatever level of broken, this is gonna be just fine for me to be pretty high level broken, so I'm good with that. And I've actually never run more than 300 meters before, so that's gonna be fun.
6 months ago, the day after Thanksgiving, we did a half Murph, and that was the first time I did any version of the Murph with a weight vest. So tomorrow will be the first time I'm doing the full Murph with the 20-pound weight vest, and I feel good about it, but at the same time a little bit anxious. But I just keep reminding myself that you just keep going, keep moving, and you'll eventually finish. Definitely want to try to finish in under an hour. We'll see how that goes.
And I don't tend to keep track of stuff like that. I tend to be a little more focused on how does it feel? How do I feel? How's my body doing? And especially as someone with injuries, I don't necessarily remember what my limitations were last time that I did this. So I really focus on having a good time, listening to my body, doing what I'm capable of and what feels like a good whole workout and a good experience for me. So if you're doing the Murph, we would love to hear how it went for you. And if you're doing any adaptations, I personally would love to hear what you did, how that went. And yeah.
Post it all in the comments below. Post your times, post your adaptations, and post how you felt before and after the Murph.
So for us, it's the night before, but for you, you can just keep watching, and in 5 seconds, we're gonna get started with the Murph. And if you wanna catch any of our other videos, just subscribe below.
Here we are. It's Memorial Day morning, and we're getting ready to go in and give it a go.
Yeah. just finished the Murph. No, just kidding. We did it yesterday. We're not recovered. I'm in a lot of pain, but it's good pain. It's muscle pain. Did well, scaled appropriately, hurting in all the right spots, and had a really great Memorial Day. As I said earlier, I had no plans and no expectations, so it went great for me. I did it in 33 minutes and 45 seconds, which I was super surprised about, and I officially ran the furthest that I've ever run before, which was pretty much only 400 meters, but whatevs.
Overall, I'm happy with my results. When we were setting up, I realized I was not going to have room to have my own pull-up bar, so I ended up moving over to the rings to do my pull-ups. That ended up being a mistake because I was jumping a lot to reach the rings so that I could do my pull-ups. The jumping ended up causing my legs to cramp. On the second run, the cramps got to me. I ended up falling over, trying to recover from the cramps, couldn't move. People were passing me by, asking them what they could do to help. All I could do was slowly get up, walk it out, ended up walking about a lap. From that point, I jogged, walked, and still just did my best and completed it within my ability. My end time was 65 minutes, which all things considered, I'm happy with, and it gives me a target for next year.
So I had a couple of things that I was worried about. The one thing was, based on my experience doing the Murph before, was concerned about overheating. So I prepped the night before and I had a huge jug of water in the fridge. I had 2 different trays of ice. So the moment I woke up, I poured some Mio with electrolytes and all the ice cubes in that jug, and then I drank that continually throughout the day. I had no problems with overheating. I felt great and I felt very hydrated.
For me, one of the biggest challenges besides the high rings was using the weight vest for a full Murph. In addition to the weight of the vest, the other challenges that it poses are, one, if you have it too tight, it's hard to breathe. The second problem with the weight vest is that it actually just sort of starts to dig into your shoulders. It's not really a big issue, it just gets a little bit uncomfortable, and I was really glad to take it off at the end of the Murph.
As an amputee, another thing that I worry about is sweating. When I sweat inside my leg, there's no way for the sweat to go, so my leg just becomes loose and floppy. So that's something that I try to avoid at all costs. So what I typically try to do before any strenuous endurance events is to use Certain Dry, which is a prescription strength antiperspirant. So you're supposed to roll it on for like a week or 2 beforehand every night. I totally forgot to do that. So I did it the night before, but the only problem is that the action of rolling it on then caused significant phantom pains, so I wasn't able to sleep. So I was really, really worried, but I was so hyped up and so energetic when I woke up in the morning that it was fine and just did everything, and it was great.
Besides the actual physical part of Murph yesterday, we also got to spend time with our friends. We also talked about Lieutenant Michael Murphy. We had a moment of silence in honor of all American soldiers that have perished in service of our country. So overall, it was a very good Memorial Day and gave us a lot to think about in addition to just Murph.
Now you've heard all about our experiences during Murph, we would really love to hear from you. How did it go for you? Did you do it? How was it? Are you going to do it? Because you know, you don't only have to do it on Memorial Day. You could do it today or tomorrow. We challenge you. Anyways, let us know.
And if you need tips or strategies on doing Murph, just watch the link above and you can click on our video that has tips and strategies for doing Murph.
And don't forget, stick around and subscribe.